new to City Skylines and want to try your hand at the wonderful world of mods, well, first of all, congrats. You're about to embark on an amazing journey, but it can be a bit overwhelming at first. So where do you start? Today, I'm going to show you the 3 easiest mods to use for absolute beginners to the game, which will provide a small enhancement to your city building experience. The first one is so subtle and so simple that it really belongs in the vanilla game. It's called Precision Engineering. This mod provides unit and angle measurements when laying out roads and other networks, and it's super helpful in creating uniform, organized grids, and generally creating more symmetrical layouts and designs. Even if you prefer vanilla gameplay, if you download only one mod, this would be the one for you. I highly recommend it. Next, we have extra landscaping tools. In the vanilla game, terraforming and doing anything to modify the terrain is a bit time-consuming and limited. With this mod, when building your city, you'll have access to the standard landscaping menus that are usually reserved only for the map editor. You can control the size and strength, as well as brush shape, and use each tool to have more control over how you shape the terrain. You can even add natural resources, such as ore and oil, if you need more space to place your specialized industry. I find this mod especially helpful in creating artificial ponds and lakes. What I typically like to do is lower the terrain at moderate strength and then select a water source tool and set the strength near the lowest, usually 0.01 or 0.02, and then place it in the middle of where you want the pond to be. I recommend you keep the game paused at this point, otherwise you'll risk flooding your whole city. You'll have to hover over the water source and then click and drag your mouse towards you to move the water level down to the desired level, and once you're done, the area will fill up with water once you unpause it. I recommend doing it at full speed so it fills up quickly. It won't dry out or evaporate unless you remove the water source. If you played vanilla for a while, you know that placing trees can also be a bit tedious. You've got to place them one at a time, and if you're able to use a brush in the map editor, you can only choose one type of tree when creating the brush. But with Forest Brush, you have the ability to select multiple trees at once, and then have them spawn in various amounts that you specify. I like to play around a bit with the different brush shapes, adjusting density and strength to create different little patches of various types of trees. And you can create and save multiple brushes and select the probability of each individual tree that spawns in the brush that you create. Right now, I'm using a brush that I created of all the vanilla pine trees, which helps give my city that authentic Pacific Northwest feel. A little trick that I like to do is set the brush size really small and then turn the density up and use the brush to detail empty spaces between buildings, which usually results in a random tree being selected from the brush and placed, although it can be a bit finicky at times. If you're interested in learning a bit more about another really fun mod, watch this video where I show you how to use the Find It and Ploppable Rico mods to quickly place down buildings without having to use zones to wait for them to grow. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more quick tips.